My brother Sam's visiting from New Zealand, and he thought it would be a good idea to have a live. So, shop bro, thanks for making us live and putting us online for people who wanted to ask any questions. We've been super busy this year, so we haven't had time to really put out much YouTube content. So apologies for that. If you've been waiting for the updates, it's probably not a good idea to have a YouTube channel and only release videos every year. I think it's been nearly a year since our last release. So sorry about that, guys. So we are working on it. I've been planning what season 2 is going to look like. We have been recording throughout the whole year. So hopefully we'll get that out. Season 2 will get out probably in December sometime. It's quite a lot of work editing a year's worth of content. But we'll do it. We'll do it for you guys so that you can follow along and see what we've been up to this year. It's been a pretty eventful year. Lots of cool stuff. Really excited. Always feeling good about what's happening, and really feels like we're making good progress. And really enjoying it. So if you're on the live, feel free to ask questions. I think the whole point is to do a bit of a Q&A. Happy to answer any questions. I got my family here with me. They're all eating their dinner, just sitting around watching me. Do you want to? Yeah, I'll do a pan of you guys. So there's my sister and Enoch, my cousin Henimutsu, Sams. There's Sam visiting from New Zealand. There's Mona hiding. So we're all just chilling out here in Moke, enjoying the warm evening. It's been a busy day. We just done a working bee today. Ngāti Aroa village, did a bit of cleaning from one of the beaches called Uriata all the way to the beach Onionga. So that road's looking nice and clean now. We've got some networking stuff we were doing. Sammy was working on that today. So we're going to try and set up a bit of a community network. Lots of cool things we can do with that. Probably one of the things we're going to try is sharing our style and connection with some of the other houses around our area. That's happening.
Dad says hi.
Oh, hi Dad. Thanks for tuning in, Dad. How's cold Palmy? We're just chilling. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
There was a question that was sent through, and it was, why did you decide to move to Moke?
Why did I decide to move to Moke? Mona's saying because it's our homeland, and that's true. I think our parents were born here. This is where they grew up, and born and raised over here. So I think because they migrated to New Zealand, and we were born in New Zealand, I think it's always been in us that we've heard about this place and wanted to come and experience what it's like here. So I think my whole life growing up, I always wanted to come to Moke and just experience it. And I think it was like one of those things where we say, one day we'll go there, one day we'll move there, one day we'll see what it's like to live there. And then it was just sort of like after all the lockdowns, we were just like, you know what, I think now's the time to do it. And so we just committed and we did it. I think that's kind of why we came to Moke. And I think also just the timing in terms of what I was doing, like work-wise, sort of where I was at with my career. I've had a remote job. I'm trying to build software to help sort of get more Māori and Pacifica people into IT. So being in a remote location with our people in the Cook Islands, helps with that mission as well. So I think it was just kind of a perfect storm of a lot of different things, and the time felt right, and it's been cool. Loving it.
Bubs Peters has asked, what the population of Moke?
Population of Moke is about 264. I'm just getting from the side here. So yeah, 264 people. Demographics probably mostly really young and really old. It's sort of that in between area, like after high school, sort of up to almost 50s. There's sort of not many people in that demographic because they go to Raro to complete high school, and then from there they tend to go on to New Zealand or Australia for work. So yeah, 264-ish people. Yeah, so it's a really tight community. Everyone knows everyone. We share everything. We just had one of the aunties come and bring some breadfruit for Sam to try before he leaves tomorrow. So yeah, thank you, Auntie Tintin. So yeah, it's a really awesome community. We had Enoch's 6th birthday yesterday. You want to come say hello, Mama? Just say hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
So we had Enoch had his 6th birthday. So yeah, my family, my sister and the kids, they came and they moved here to experience what the life is like in April. Yeah. So all that story and the content, all the footage from that will come in season 2, which we're going to try and put out next month. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, with Enoch's birthday, my sister had this really cool idea of what she wanted to do, and then just everybody from the community just came along and chipped in and helped out with the different things. So Helen was doing like a lot of cooking, Tira'i was doing cooking, we were doing cutting the grass, everyone was just doing things, and the whole community just chipping in for Enoch's disco party. So yeah, community living, it's the best. We're definitely really blessed to have a place like this where we just live and work together. It's cool.
You did have another question for our Instagram, and it was, what is schooling like here in Moke? And that was from Hunter.
Do you want to do this one, sis?
Yeah.
Just turn the camera to you.
Kia ora, Anna. So, schooling is really different here. I've got a 5-year-old who just turned 6. I have a 5-year-old who just turned 6, Enoch. My daughter's 8, my other son's 10, and then I've got a 12-year-old who's turning 13 next year, so he's year 8. I said you're 10. And so coming to here from New Zealand for schooling was really different. So Enoch's class is just all fluent Māori, so that was a bit of a shock for him. This is the 10-year-old.
Technically 11.
He's 11 soon.
Hello.
How do you guys find school?
Wicked. Wicked. They're
Come, Edamai. So his class is fully in Māori, and so he's probably learnt the most Māori, and so he's been teaching us, which has been really cool at Enoch.
yeah.
And do you enjoy school?
Yeah.
So they have so the school starts at 8, it finishes at 1:15 for the little ones. My 12-year-old who's in year 8, he finishes at 2, 2:15. And so it's just shorter days, which we really, really love. So it's like my little best friends will come home for lunchtime. The school work is a bit,
I'm 6.
it's a bit different. It's probably not as, they just don't have as much resources as they do in New Zealand. So there's no, no internet or computers or things like that for them to be able to excel in. But and so my kids came over and said they were probably a bit more advanced in the schooling with their maths and English and things like that. Really enjoyed being here. But the schooling. So for my 12-year-old though, he had to do life skills class, which was amazing. So he had to go out fishing, he had to go out diving, he had to learn how to make raw fish, he had to learn how to make ikamata, which was really good for him life skill wise. And he's had to learn how to weave, he's had to learn how to, what else do you do more now? What else do you do at school? But just all those life skills that we don't have access to in New Zealand because we live in a concrete jungle. I just felt like coming here has given my kids way more freedom to do that. The school, from preschool all the way up to high school, is like probably about 60 students. So it's very small. And they only have like how many teachers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 teachers at school. So there's a lot of one-on-one, and it's quite good for the kids to learn these life skills as well. Like Noah's had to be in a bit of a leadership role because like his class is learning English and being better at English, and so Noah's first language is English, and so he was able to be in a bit of a leadership role, which he wouldn't have had the opportunity to do if he was back in New Zealand. So he's got all these different life skills and leadership skills that he wouldn't have had in New Zealand. But yeah, we really love the school here. It's great. The kids are fun. The kids are lovely. The teachers are awesome. They all help us, especially because I'm not Māori speaking either, and so the teachers help me. But yeah, and they do like Cultures Week. They have to learn more about their culture. Which was what I moved here for. And so yeah, schooling's really good. It is very different, but it's very good. We've loved it. Kia ora.
What is there to do here in Moki for fun?
Kidding, there's so much to do. There is so much to do. This place is beautiful. It's amazing for kids. We've got caves, we've got the beaches. We often go camping. We do movie nights. We had like a talent show for the kids, which was really cool. We go out to our beach and we go camping out there. We play Spotlight. We have hide and go seek nights. What else do we do? What's your favourite thing to do here?
Harbour.
We go harbour. We go to the harbour and swim every single day. Because the kids just love swimming and it's so hot.
Except for Sunday.
Oh, and we love the sunsets are amazing. They are untouchable. We go there nearly every night. When the sky's pink, we're on the truck and we go. Yep, we go to Vaitango on Sunday because we can't swim at the harbour on a Sunday.
And at the back of the truck.
And we've always just got the truck, so we pick up heaps of kids and we just go roaming and we just go and find somewhere to swim. We park up for the day. We do sandcastle competitions. We literally never run out of things to do. It's just like, what one should we do this weekend? Should we have a movie night with the community? Because it's a small community, it just makes it more fun because there's so much more freedom to do stuff. Even when it's pouring down with rain, the kids will be down at a field and they're playing rugby, sliding around in the mud and just having the best time. Like, there's just endless things to do because it's a small community. They just go and find each other. The kids, you don't need to organise play dates. The kids just all walk out and go find each other and go and hang out. And it's the same with adults. If we're sitting outside here, the adults will just come and pull in and just hang out with us. And so it's just a really, really beautiful way to live. Just a community living. There's always something to do, always something on, always a birthday or something happening. Or yeah, it's awesome.
And Ian, you've been here for a year, or just over a year and a bit.
Yeah.
How are you adapted to the lifestyle here in Moki? Because it's quite different to New Zealand.
Yeah, it's pretty different, but at the same time I'm, keeping really busy. There's always heaps to do. I guess if anything, it's just kind of doing more things and more exciting things, and sort of they feel a bit more meaningful and purposeful. So yeah, I think it's in the. Thank you for that, sis. I think just sit there and we can go around the table, like
I
musical
didn't know if I
chairs.
should still be in it.
Yeah, you'd be in it from there. We can think. I think sort of to the point of like, is it for everybody? Probably not. I think you have to be prepared to be in a smaller place. You don't have lots of shops. You don't have lots of cafes and restaurants, places to go and see. But I think if you're sort of at that point in your life where you don't sort of care about all that stuff and you've got something that you want to work on, then you can't beat this. You can't beat this lifestyle. So yeah, I encourage any families, whether from Oki or any other pa inua, highly recommend that you go back home and live there, because it's an awesome lifestyle. We're sitting outside having dinner outside and singlets. I know family at home are cold. That alone is an amazing feeling. but there's just so much more, so much richer in community and family and you know, it's sort of like everything that you do here has got a bit of a legacy to it as well for your families. I think that was one of the things when at my old job in New Zealand, it was like as soon as I step out of this workplace, all that time, all those years that you put into it, you know, it just sort of disappears. You know, someone else will come in, they take over your workplace, and it's just kind of like, oh man, you know, I put a lot into that. Whereas back here or back home, wherever your homeland is, if you put all that time and energy and resources into that, you know, that no one can take that away. That's going to last forever. That's going to be for all your future generations. So, you know, it's hard. There's definitely some challenges moving to a remote place like this, but the payoff, like the, you know, the upside is way worth it, and you get used to it. You know, cold showers, you know, it ain't no thing. Yeah. Are the kids learning the local language? Yep. Our youngest Enoch, 6 years old, he's picking it up the best. He picks it up really well, eh? Yeah, me and Sarah have been doing Māori lessons. We started doing them with No'o. She's an amazing teacher, really patient. But we just, to be honest, we've been the slack ones not putting in the hours. Like, you really have to study, you really have to practice, and admittedly we haven't been putting in the time. So I think New Year's resolution next year, we've got to sort of prioritise the language, because we really want to, we have to learn it. It kind of feels sucky that we're bringing English language into the island, you know, forcing everyone to speak English to us. So we're mindful of it and we want to learn it, but it's hard. It's really hard. And the young ones, especially Noki, the youngest, he's picking it up really fast. And Hosea, he's pointing at me saying he is too. You want to come and say something? You want to put your mind? His sons. This is good.
Here's a personal question for you, Ian.
Bro.
Are you single?
Am I single? Yes, I am single. If you'd like to apply for the position, you can fill out an application form to my sister. Yeah.
How far away is Moke from Raro?
It's a 1 hour flight. I've forgotten how many kilometres it is. We've recently, this year has been quite a big year. I've gotten involved with Te Puna Marama, which is a voyaging foundation in the Cook Islands and based in Raro. We've been filming that the whole time, so that's going to be released in season 2, which I'm working hard to try and put out next month. But yeah, long story short, and you'll get all that details, but we've been sailing from Raro to Moke a bunch of times, and it takes about 4 hours, no, sorry, it was 4 hours to Mitiaro. To Raro from Moke takes about 26 hours. I think we've done it in 24, and I think we've done it in 27. So it's an overnight sail. I think it's like 300 nautical miles, 350 nautical miles, something like that. But yeah, a 1 hour plane ride or a 24-hour boat ride.
Awesome. Bubs Peters has asked, any pet dogs and cats on the island?
No, there's no dogs in Moke. They decided to ban all dogs. So we have no dogs. We only have cats. Quite a lot of cats, eh, baby?
Cats, goats, and pigs.
Cats, goats, and pigs. Yeah, heaps of cats. Should get rid of the cats.
Te Puna has asked if you are still teaching at the school there, at the school here.
Yeah, good question. I haven't been teaching this year because we couldn't make it work in terms of we were talking to the ministry, and by the time it's actually quite hard for me to teach at the school, even though I'm registered teacher here. We have to like get the Ministry of Education to like approve it every time I want to go in and teach, and so that alone has like made it hard for me to go and teach. Plus, I haven't been able to like steadily commit like a substantial amount of time. Like I can't just say, oh yeah, I'll teach all of term 2, all of term 3, and then the ministry approve that. So I haven't been teaching this year, but we've got some pretty exciting news that we're going to be sort of announcing through season 2. We've just gotten a donation of laptops. We've also got Starlink internet connection on the island now, and we're currently sort of setting up a network. So we are going to be doing quite a lot of tech education on the island, and we have plans to go out to the other Pāinua in the southern group to start with. So yeah, this year haven't been teaching much. I think the most I did was we did like a full day workshop, and that was pretty cool. But hoping to step that up again next year, do it a bit more, put a bit more priority on that. And I'm really keen on building up a bit of a team of kids that really want to get into IT and build up their skill set, and actually sort of have a dream of taking like a small group overseas, and we sort of do a around the world trip helping out different village communities around the globe. So yeah man, IT's the one. Yeah.
How many villages are in Moki?
Villages, we have Ngāti Aroa, Ariora, Makatea, Kimiangatau. 4, that's it, eh? Yeah, 4 villages.
Wait, what's the purple one?
Nah, that's one of the tribes. So 4 villages, and we have 3 tribes, Ngāti Muro, oh crap, what are the other ones? Ngāti Muro, Te Awareki's Ngāti, huh? Oh, Te Akatau Rei, yeah. And the third one, Tarango Ariki is Ngāti, oh, sorry guys, I've forgotten. Yeah, so yeah, 4 villages, 3 tribes. Our tribe is Ngāti Nuro under Tamuera Ariki. Oh yeah, Paru Arigan. Yeah, that's the one. Who is that, Shiri?
Tupuna.
Oh, Tupuna. What's up, Perns? Thanks for tuning in. That's her tribe. How's Auckland? I hope it's good. Are you coming back from Christmas? That's Tupuna's one of my ex-students at Apimoke. But she's another one that we lost to Raro and then went to New Zealand. But she'll be back.
Danger Islander asked, do you have your own taro plantation?
No, I don't. But our next big project is a 2-acre plantation in Te Moko. We're spending way too much money on food, bringing it in from Raro, getting stung with the freight costs. So yeah, we're really focusing on getting our plantation going, and a taro patch would be nice too. So yeah, not yet bro, but definitely we need to step up our game in that area. We bought the fencing, so we're pretty much ready to go. And we've got some help coming over to help us with the fencing. So yeah, no taro patch, but it'd be nice to have one.
Question. Who's your favorite brother?
And it's from Arama.
I don't have any favourites, they're both the best.
That's it, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Ben and Sam, both really helpful. Ben's been an awesome brother behind the scenes from South America, always helping out with Project Sunrise. Been an awesome sounding board. And Sam's been choice as. It's been really cool having Sam here in Moke. He's been helping out with projects, trying to get our community network going. So yeah, love my brothers, their choice. Shop bros.
How are you liking the island life over there?
Yeah, loving it.
And it's from Venom_breakfast.
Yeah, loving it. I highly recommend everyone to come back to Moke. All my family should make plans to come back because
It's the best.
it's the best. You can't
cannot.
beat this lifestyle. If you're from the outer islands, one of the other Paenua, highly recommend you
Get home.
go home and start living the way you should be living. This is living here, and me and my sister, we talk about it all the time. You know, this is how we're supposed to live. This is how God intended us to live, is like in community, working together to achieve your goals, you know, working together, help each other out. And that's what the people do here every day. So yeah, I love it, and I highly recommend everyone to sort of to come here and start living that life. You know, I think we're too stuck in that rat race in New Zealand and Oz. Coming here, you just get back to basics, and it's a good life. It's really awesome.
So from Venom_breakfast again, have you gone cray fishing with the boys over there yet?
Yeah. Been cray fishing. I was a bit of a noob the first time. I was like scared, I could see it, and then, but like you got to be fast, man, because you got to be fast because it's pretty cool, because you just walk on the reef at night time. You got a torch, and when you shine the torch, you're just sort of in these pools on the reef, and you shine the torch, and the eyes, they shine back at you. It's really crazy. You wouldn't think that you can see some eyes under the water, but you can in the torch. And then you try and get on top of it, and you just you gotta be fast, because it's crazy. Like, I've gone like as fast as I can, and by the time I get there, it's gone. And it's like you didn't even blink; it just disappeared. It just disappeared. So I think I was being too scared, because it wasn't fast enough. I was going like this. So you gotta go like fast. You pin it down, grab it, and I've only caught little ones, not the big ones. But yeah, I've only been a few times. I haven't been that much. But so much stuff to do here.
Yeah.
I think I need to sort of balance that out a bit too, like just enjoying the island, going out fishing more. I haven't been fishing in ages. And it's just kind of work stuff, like just project stuff, but
What's your
so
favourite
much
fish?
Favorite fish? I love the teal. The teal is this like small fish. I don't know what the proper name is for teal. I think in Rara they call it pa. But yeah, teal's nice. I like it because it doesn't have much bones. You can just sort of like flick off the top bones and the bottom ones, and it's really easy to just eat the meat. So yeah, I love teal.
So how different is Moke to Raro, like pros and cons?
My pros and cons for Raro and Moke would be different to someone else's. But for me, Raro is a little bit too busy. It's nice to be able to, there's a lot more sort of variety for food. You can go and get some takeaways and stuff, and anything you want, you can go and get it. So that's a pro for Raro. That's probably about it though, Yeah, that's probably it, Is that just having that access to sort of all the foods, and if you want a milkshake or you want like but that's pretty much it. It's a little bit too busy for me, a little bit too big as well. Like here in Moke, because our villages are so close, like we all know each other, we all wave to each other. In Raro, they still know each other, so like they've been living, if I think you could get to know the community in Raro, like probably your village that you live in, but like probably not the same as in the Paenua, because we see the same people all the time. But yeah, I just sort of feel like that the community's probably a bit tighter here in Moke. Whereas in Rara, you could probably quite easily be isolated. So yeah, I'd say a pro. That's community, eh? So pro community for moke, pro like shopping and options and variety and is for Rara. What's the cons of Rara? Cons of Rara is too busy and it's too expensive. It's still expensive here.
How
It's
much is it for a
probably-
loaf of bread here?
A loaf of bread in moke is about $12. I think in Rara it's $6. So it's still expensive. Probably a con of moke is the flights. So if you're here, then it's another like $600 flight just to return to go to Rara. So that makes it a bit more harder. It's just that little bit further away. So if you were in Rara, that might be a pro, that it's a bit easier to shoot between New Zealand and Oz. Once you go to the Part Inua, then it's like another plane ticket on top of that. So that's what I probably don't go to New Zealand as much as I would if I was in Rara.
How easy is it to get supplies in from Rara, seeing as you're quite limited here in Moke?
It's really hard to get supplies. You literally have to call up the shop. So like, for example, the supermarket, you have to call them up and ask them, oh, how much is a box of noodles? How much is a jar of jam? Do you have strawberry jam? Do you have boysenberry jam? Oh, how much is the boysenberry? How much is the strawberry? Oh, okay, I'll have two. It's crazy, like, and then
You don't know if you're going to get it.
yeah, you don't know if you're gonna get it.
You don't know when it's going to arrive. I made an order and I'm 2 weeks waiting for it. And yeah, you just, if it misses the freight plane, then you've got to wait another week because there's freight planes only once a week. And yeah, so it is a long process. And then even when your grocery store get here, you don't know if you're actually going to get what you ordered because it'll be a different brand or they just pick a different flavour or yeah, you
Yeah,
just don't know what you're going to get.
There's no
So-
returns. If they get the order wrong, it's like, oh well, we've got to deal with it. But
And you still would have
Yeah.
paid for it.
yeah, it's so the ordering, that's a bit of a mission, you know, on the phone call. It gets easier because you from your previous order, you know sort of how much the stuff is that you want to buy. But I mean, the worst part of it is the freight. So we have air freight and then we have boat freight, and you never know when it's going to come. They'll say, oh yeah, we'll put it on the next flight, and it doesn't come on the next flight. And it won't come for like 2 weeks. And then you're expecting it to come on the plane, and it doesn't come on the plane. And then the boat comes. And it's like, man, if I had to put it on the boat, it would have been cheaper, and I would have got it. So
At
yeah,
the same time, yeah.
everybody hates it. It sucks big time. And I think it just sort of emphasizes the importance of really growing our own food and being sustainable. So yeah, we want to be self-sustainable. But it's a bit of work, but we'll get there. Hopefully by the end of next year we'll be more self-sustainable, especially in the food department. I was just going to say, we did a nursery last month for seedlings, so we've got some seedlings going, and hopefully get those, and then we're starting on a plantation, which is our next big project. So yeah, hopefully growing our own food soon.
Anna Marie has asked, how many districts in Moke?
How many districts? I think there's a bunch of like land districts, but I don't know them all. But I think, like, if you're thinking in terms of, so Moke is one big island, and then we have one village in the middle, and then which is like Oiritumu, which is like Ngāti Aroa, Ariora Makatea. So that's the village in the middle of the island, and then on the west coast of the island is another village called Kimiangata, and that's like, so yeah, two big villages. We're getting family messaging in the actual answer. How many districts? 4 districts. And what are they called? What are they called, Kushla? What are they called? Yes. What are the names of the districts?
Calling her out.
No, she'll totally know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know all the districts.
Bubs Peters has asked, have you joined the church while being here?
Yes, and we go every week.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
Sarah?
we go to Zion and we love it. We go every week, and even though we can't speak the language, the pastor's really lovely. Like he'll let us know in English where they're reading from, and the singing is just out of this world. Like it's just amazing. It's pretty close to heaven for me. Like I'm in awe. I just think it's beautiful, and yeah, we really love it. It's really nice.
Yeah. So we go to CICC Church. Yeah, like Sarah was saying, we can't really understand the Māori. So there's probably a big part of it that we don't get, but at the same time, you know, it's just cool to be in the presence of the Lord. And when the singing starts, man, you can feel it. It is beautiful. The singing is amazing. Yeah, I've got to get some more. I think I'll try and get some more recordings of the singing in the church. But yeah, we go to church every Sunday. We love it. We like spending time with God. We read the Tia, which is like the daily devotional. It's choice.
What has been the biggest adjustment to island life for you?
Biggest adjustment. Oh, it's probably just not having access to stuff. Like, I think you take it for granted. Like, if you need anything, like, you know, if you need some nails or something like that, you can't, you know, it's
Go to
just stuff,
Bunnings.
eh? You can't just go to Bunnings, you can't just go to Kmart. Like, I'd love some drawers. Eh? Because all my clothes are just like on these shelves, it's just like chaos, it's like messy. But I'd love some drawers, but you can't just go to Kmart and buy some drawers. So we made some out of bamboo, like that's how we roll. So that's probably the biggest adjustment, is not having access to the things that you take for granted, living in a place like New Zealand and Oz, and even Rara. Rara's pretty good. It's got a lot of stuff.
And also all the muckles, and also the adjustment to all the muckles and all the bugs, and having to contain every part of your food because of all the bugs and ants that will get into it, and that's a bit of adjustment too. But yeah, no, I definitely loved it.
Yep. Creepy crawlies, eh? If that's not your thing, you will have to adjust.
Mm-hmm.
You get better.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me, but it does. Mum
Did-
was pretty funny, eh?
Mum,
My mum came over in March, and she was like, she couldn't sleep.
I could not
She's like,
sleep.
looking at me, she's gonna fall on me.
Yeah, for the first month I was just so tired because
Yeah.
I've got time for possibly 3 more questions, and then we can call that. So, what do you love the most about Hauke and being in the Cook Islands?
The most. I really just love being here with our people and with our family, and I think, you know, feeling more connected to sort of the history. Like, there's a long history, of like everybody, you know, like generations. Like, there's a real long history, and it's all right here. It's all right here. You know, like there was an old family house there, and everyone's connected. And then, so like it's like that history, and then also being able to be here and sort of be a part of the future as well. I think that's what I like the most. Is this thing that feels like it's kind of important and kind of cool to be here for our people and for our family. And I think I like it. I think I really like it. Probably the most.
yeah.
Sarah, what's your favorite?
Oh, this is pretty easy for me. Just the community, as the people, the children. It's just so beautiful being able to just live all together and just to all help each other. Like, people just drop off a bunch of bananas for my kids, and we just go. I just get to drive along, and kids just jump on the back of the truck, and it's just really beautiful being able to have that way of living, and it's just such an incredibly safe place. It is so safe. Everyone is looking out for my kids, everyone helps with my babies. It's really beautiful to be able to be in a place where you know your children are loved and genuinely loved too. Like they'll pick up my kids and drop them off home and drop them off at school because they're running late, and just everyone looks out for everyone. And just the scenery is beautiful. The island literally smells like flowers. Like you wake up and you smell the flowers. Like it's just so beautiful. You have the most beautiful sunsets and close to the water. But yeah, definitely, it's just the community. It's the love on the island. I love that.
Like even today, darling. I dropped you off. Was it today? There's always someone, if the kids are walking home, someone will pick them up on the bike and drop them off. Yeah, it's pretty choice. And then the Papa Autometo told you to come get
Oh
pineapples.
yeah, told me to go and grab pineapples for the kids. Like, it's just beautiful. Everyone kind of looks out for everyone. It's just so nice.
It's cool, you know, like we can be helpful to people here as well, like, you know, helping Auntie Frances set up the Starlink to the cartel shop. Yeah, just heaps of things, helping, supposed to be fixing one of the Papa Autometo's printer. So yeah, it's just cool, you sort of become a part of the community and help out however you can.
That's Mean's question.
Means has asked, do you have any regrets leaving New Zealand?
Zero, no regrets at all.
My
In fact, sometimes when I get to New Zealand, I'm like, wow, I just want to go back. Or like, I don't even want to go.
yeah.
I only miss my family. I miss my mum. I miss my nana.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. I miss some of my students, but no, I don't regret it at all. I just want all of them to come here, and then we'll be good.
My only regret is that I didn't move here sooner. Like that's my only regret. If I knew that I could live this way of life earlier, I would have. I would have been here in a heartbeat. Like I just had no idea, because we've just been in New Zealand and you're in that grind and the hustle and you just think this is incredibly normal, and then you come here and you live here and you just think, what the heck was I doing living like that when I could have been living like this? Like you just have no idea that you could live in a place so safe. You can live in a place just so full. It's just so beautiful, and yeah, that's my only regret, is that I didn't move here sooner. Do it, guys.
Do it, ma'am.
Memes.
Do it, memes. Do it, Peter. Let's go. Any more questions? No? Yeah, cool.
Alright, see you guys soon. Over.
Oh well, guys, thank you very much for tuning into our live. If you have any more questions, feel free to chuck them in. Type them in the comments and we'll answer them. We are ending off 2023, and we do have a year's worth of stuff that we've been filming for the YouTube. I just need to like start editing it, which is a pretty big job. But I have got a bit of a plan. I kind of know what it's going to look like and what we're going to cover. So I'll try. My goal is to get season 2 out, and I'm just going to drop it all at once, the whole lot. I think it's about 13 episodes, and I'm just going to release it all at the same time. It's going to be like, it'll just be like one long episode, and then you can just like, and then lots of other smaller videos that you can just like jump into if you want to like watch that. But yeah, it's been an awesome year. It's been really cool having my family here. You'll get to sort of get a bit more context about the family coming over. It's kind of sad that they're leaving. Sam leaves tomorrow. He was only here for a short holiday. Sarah and the kids go back just before Christmas, so they'll be spending Christmas back in New Zealand. But yeah, we got more family coming as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. It's been really cool. Yeah, Sam's shown me the Open Collective page, so if you want to support us, we're doing this sort of transparent thing. It's kind of like Patreon, but except you get to see how we spend the money. So if you like what we're doing and you sort of believe in the mission, what we're doing, then you know, it really helps us out if you could chip in like $20 a month or something like that. Yeah, because it starts to add up. It's actually how we paid for our fencing, for our plantation. I think all up the fencing cost about $4,000. It was about 250 meters of pig fence, a whole bunch of waratahs. Yeah, anyways, lots of fencing material, cost about $4,000, and that came from funds that family and friends have been chipping into the Open Collective. So yeah, that's opencollective.com/project, and then it's a hyphen, and then Sunrise.
Link in the description.
Yeah, Sammy's going to put a link in the description. So yeah, appreciate that, guys. If you want to chip in and help us out, it sort of shows, you know, make sure you create an account so we can see who it's coming from, and then you can also see like how we're spending that money, and everything that we're doing is like to help the island, to help other people that want to sort of do this kind of thing. So yeah, it's going to a good cause. It doesn't go on any personal expenses. It's all strictly for the project. So yeah, appreciate it if you guys can help us out with that. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in to our live. Thank you, Sammy, for organizing it. Stay tuned for season 2 of Project Sunrise. Hopefully coming online sometime in December. Thank you, sis, for jumping in and answering questions. Thank you, Sarge, for sitting there and being cool. Yeah. Ka kite from Oke, Akatoko Manawa, in the Cook Islands.
Ka kite.
Love you all. God bless.